Thursday, 9/8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Trust Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale for your first alert. You're watching News 12 live at 5. Continues.
A lawsuit filed in Bamberg County alleging gross neglect led to the death of a psychiatric patient in the Bamberg County Jail. The lawsuit alleges Alan Thibodeau wasted away, spending most of his 5-month jail stay in isolation before ultimately dying from multiple organ failure, dehydration, septic shock, and starvation.
Tonight, we're now hearing from Thibodeau's family. Hallie Turner is live in our newsroom. And Hallie, what did they have to say when you spoke with them today?
Well, the Thibodeau brothers tell me it's hard to put into words just how upset they are. Watching the footage of their little brother's treatment is almost impossible for them and only leaves them with more questions. They want to know why it took so long for their brother to receive a court-ordered mental evaluation. The lawsuit claims it took 2 months. They also want to know why he was never transferred to a mental facility like the court ordered. The family says what happened during the wait for that mental evaluation hurts even more.
What we don't understand as a family is why it took so long for them to evaluate him. The judge clearly ordered an evaluation, and it took months. And we were on the phone with his public defender regularly, and we were told he was okay, that he was happy, that he was eating. We were not given the impression that, or we had no idea that things had gotten that bad, and we weren't even told about it.
Coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're hearing more from the family and their attorneys on where they stand with this case.
All right, thanks, Hallie. Just a hard case to sit and watch with that body cam, and hopefully we hear more from the family and find out exactly what happened with all of this.
Yeah, having to see that, tough stuff.
Well, looking at the rate.
All right, thanks for that, Mikkel. After just 2 days in trial, a 32-year-old man has pleaded guilty to a shooting that killed a 2-year-old in Augusta. Back in 2019, authorities say Marquis Gunter fired more than 10 shots at the child's mother. It was during an argument on Meadowbrook Drive. One of those bullets ricocheted and struck 2-year-old Jediah Pollard in the head. Now, in a press release from the District Attorney Jared Williams, Gunter decided to plead guilty after evidence from the first 5 witnesses. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 10 years.
The Richmond County Sheriff's Office says they've arrested a suspect tied to the death of a 19-year-old. On Monday, deputies arrested 19-year-old Isaiah Glenn on Finney Road. He's accused of shooting and killing 19-year-old Jaquan Gunter in June of last year. Now, Gunter was found shot at least 1 time on 11th Avenue and Grand Boulevard. Glenn is now facing charges of murder and aggravated assault.
When it comes to breast cancer, yearly screenings can save lives. And now there is a push to make screenings even easier for our veterans to get. This comes as the Senate passed a bill with an amendment by Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff, expanding VA mobile mammography programs. Today I spoke with Senator Ossoff on why this was so important to include in the bill.
And one of the things I hear consistently from veterans, particularly in rural areas in Georgia, is that they have difficulty accessing healthcare services because they're far from the nearest clinic and finding out where and how they can access healthcare services. So I thought, look, let's bring Republicans and Democrats in the Senate together and pass this measure to expand access to breast cancer screenings for veterans.
Senator Ossoff tells me if the bill passes the House, he is confident President Biden will sign it into law.
The Finney Center just unveiled a new accessible trail at its nature park. The paved pathway is meant for both mobility aids as well as strollers so that everybody can enjoy nature. This is all thanks to a $70,000 in combined grants from both national and state programs.
Georgia has one of the worst ratios for registered nurses to patients in the nation, and it could really impact the care you could receive when you get older.
Nursing homes say they're on the brink of losing services and thousands of people in their care if a new federal mandate moves forward. Our State House reporter Abby Kasoris reports.
This plan would mandate 3 things: a minimum number of nursing aides, a registered nurse on site 24/7, and a daily requirement to spend time with each patient. Hospitals and nursing staff here in Georgia say these requirements are impossible to meet. AG Rhodes is one of 357 long-term care facilities that serve over 40,000 seniors in Georgia. Estimates show nearly a quarter of those seniors could be displaced under the mandate.
I really am concerned that we are moving care further away from the residents.
CEO Dee Cato says even after hiring a staffing company, they can't find nurses. The American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations praised the mandate. In a statement, President Liz Schuler said our country doesn't have a shortage of good nursing home workers, just a shortage of good nursing home jobs. She praised the president's push.
Cracking down on nursing homes that commit fraud, endanger patient safety, prescribe drugs that are not needed.
Less than 1% of Georgia nursing homes meet all three requirements. Estimates show our state would need to hire more than 3,600 full-time employees, costing nearly $200 million per year. The Georgia Healthcare Association CEO Chris Downing says nursing homes may have to shut their doors.
It's really tone deaf at a time when we're in a shortage. That shortage has been exacerbated by COVID, and now they come in with a proposal that's going to require even additional staff.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and several other Republican governors have penned a letter to the White House asking them to reconsider the mandate, saying it doesn't consider the unique needs of these facilities and the communities they serve. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Kasouris.
Thank you, Abby. It's almost that time, the 32nd annual Christmas in Hopelands. It's coming up December 9th. More than 2 miles of lighted pathways and displays and more than 100,000 lights. It'll sure help you get in the holiday spirit. Plus, there are stations to roast your own marshmallows for s'mores and see performances from local school bands and other performers. It is free to attend, and all funds raised will go towards Aiken's Habitat for Humanity.
Can't believe it's almost Christmas. It's almost Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is next week.
We were trying to skip it. That's my bad.
Hard
I didn't mean
to believe. That's okay. My tree's up. Don't hate.
Wow, you're trying.
Yeah,
That's
it's already
crazy.
up. It's already up.
All right, a trio of unlikely first responders credited with helping to save a life. We'll have that amazing story coming up next, Mikkel.
And we are tracking the potential for a few isolated showers that could lead to some damp leaves for raking, but by the weekend, a much improved raking forecast. We'll talk about those details coming up next.
Time and temp, brought to you by
The woods just yet.
All right, thanks, Mikkel. Working as school resource officers, 3 men in College Park, Georgia, didn't think they'd be the first responders to a house fire.
But that's exactly what happened, and now they're being credited with saving lives. Joshua Skinner has their story.
It's not what Woodward Academy Director of Security Jeff Yarbrough imagined he'd encounter while directing traffic early Tuesday.
A dining hall employee came out and flagged me down and saw heavy smoke.
Before the school day even started, he was running through the parking lot to a nearby complex.
I knew by this spot right here that was what the situation was going to be. I got on my radio, I called my guys.
Security officers Brian Ferguson and Tim Fenner answered the call.
At that point I said, oh Lord, there's probably a fire.
Their response so quick, it beat the fire department. They could have waited.
Nah, we went in.
There was no second thought. We needed to limit the loss of life, and we needed to do what we had to do.
Residents said units 3 and 6 still had people inside. Ferguson went into 6, finding a woman and her elderly mother.
I went up the stairs and was able to carry the lady down the stairs to make sure that she was safe.
The fire department arrived, and everyone turned their attention to Unit 3 and the 94-year-old deaf woman stuck inside.
We made entry at the door, we tried to kick it in, but the flames were too strong, too hot, to the point where I had actually burn marks.
Firefighters got in, found the woman, but struggled to get her out. Fenner rushed through the flames and grabbed her.
As I'm carrying her, I could feel the burning and the flames and see visible fire on her clothing, as well as her hair, her feet, and her body.
He put out the fire as he carried her. Woodward officials say the woman was rushed to Grady Hospital. She is expected to survive. Crews boarded up the building, protecting what's left of people's belongings.
We want to make sure and partner with our tenants to make sure that they have the short-term housing needs.
And after all of that,
tell my guys how proud I am of them.
The workday was just beginning.
We signed up for this.
Now the investigation into what started the fire is still ongoing.
I'm Jamie Tucker. Coming up, I'm rounding up some tech gift ideas for anyone who spends hours staring at a computer screen.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive.
Click, click.
Hey, Jill, what's the matter?
Man, this is name change is stressing me out.
Everyone will know we still specialize in Medicare.
Yeah, I know that, but what about this?
Are you 64.com?
Sitting in front of a computer all day for work is not uncommon in this day and age, and all that time, it can really take a toll on your eyes.
Our consumer tech reporter Jamie Tucker has some holiday shopping ideas for anyone on your list who spends a lot of time in front of a computer.
What the Tech, sponsored by Augusta Preparatory Day School.
The average American spends over 7 hours every day staring at a screen, and about half that time is looking at a computer monitor. Most of us can relate to that. Well, these tech gadgets can make that time a little easier, if not better. Blue light blocking glasses might make looking at a computer or phone screen a lot easier on the eyes. And while the science behind blue light blocking glasses is divided, video gamers swear by Gunnar Optics computer glasses that are higher quality than cheap plastic glasses. Scientists do agree that blocking blue light can help you sleep if you typically look at a screen before bed. Gunnar Optics has styles for Marvel fans, business, and they're available with prescription and reader lenses. Multitaskers need more computer display space, and the Anchor 551 USB hub adds laptop functionality to iPads. The stands raise the iPad for easier use and keeps the device charged. It also has ports for external hard drives and slots for SD cards so you can move files from those external sources to the iPad. An HDMI output allows you to connect the laptop and use the iPad as a second screen. Today's laptops don't have enough ports anymore. The Anchor USB-C hub adds slots for HDMI, for hard drives, and SD cards, letting you do more with your laptop. You can find all of these tech gadgets for sale online, and the good news is most computer gadgets go on sale during the holidays. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
And links to all of these gift ideas can be found on our website, wrdw.com.
This year's Palmetto Bowl will kick off in Colombia the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Well, now rumors are swirling that former President Donald Trump may be in attendance for the rivalry game. We didn't have the wrong video for this. Looked like we did at first. It's said that former President Trump could be attending with Governor Henry McMaster. Yesterday, the governor was asked, hey, are the rumors true?
I have no details. I don't know, but long ago, Peggy and I issued him a standing invitation to come anytime he wants to, and if he comes, we'll be with him.
Trump's South Carolina campaign has not confirmed whether or not he will be in attendance. Again, the game is set for next Saturday. It kicks off at 7:30 in Williams-Brice.
Well, the newest college football playoff rankings are out, and according to the committee, the two-time defending champs are once again the top dogs in the nation.
As they should be. News 12 Sports Director Dan.
I do agree. Did that take you? It was shocking.
Absolutely,
no, I
just
definitely
shocked me. Wow. Okay, that does not happen much.
Live
folks.
reaction.
Yeah. Sports Director Dan Booth joins us now to tell us what this teams for the Georgia Bulldogs as they prepare for their final SEC test of the regular season. I don't get shocked too often, Dan.
You know what, Meredith and Will, the Gamecocks have a big game this weekend too. Got to try to stay bowl eligible, so we'll see how that goes. But with Georgia reclaiming the #1 spot, Ohio State is at #2, Michigan is at #3, and Florida State is at #4. Something tells me the committee made this decision in part because Superman, aka Brock Bowers, is back in the lineup for the Dogs. After suffering a high ankle sprain, going through successful tightrope surgery on that ankle, and missing 2 games, Brock Bowers helped take the Dogs' offense to new heights, scoring a season-high 52 points against Ole Miss between the hedges. Georgia's all-world tight end told reporters he was a little sore after the game, which was to be expected, but he feels good, and there was never a doubt that he'd be back out there on the field creating nightmares for opposing defenses this season.
It never really crossed my mind. I just wanted to always come back and for the team and all the guys in the locker room. I mean, we always care so much about each other, and I just wanted to come back and try to help the team win. I didn't have like my mind totally locked onto a game, but I mean, I guess once I got out there, once I got suited up, I mean, I got a little. I mean, it just felt kind of special being out there for the last time this season.
When the top-ranked Dogs travel to Knoxville this weekend, they'll be looking to finish SEC play unbeaten for the third year in a row. And make sure to stick around because the Under the Lights top 5 plays of the week from Week 13 are coming your way on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Well, good stuff right there, Dan. Thank you for that. I love seeing the top 5 plays, so definitely stick around for that. As far as looking at radar, still tracking some rainfall this evening and rainfall chances for your Thursday and Friday. Stick around to hear those details.
Does your home have water?
We are wishing a very happy birthday to the Augusta Players today, 79 years old. Yep, that was 79 years since the program was established. What started out as a small group of friends in 1945 has since exploded into a regional award-winning production company that entertains tens of thousands each season.
And the company is currently in their 79th season with their upcoming musical feature, White Christmas, which will have its first show on December 8th.
And lots more events coming. There are auditions, and there's their Art Reach show, which opens soon. I put all of it on my Facebook page if you want to check it out. But happy birthday, Augusta Players.
That's right. Happy birthday to the Augusta Players. That's really impressive, 79 years, and they put on some great performances, plays, things like that. A really special local organization right here in Augusta. As far as looking at Grovetown, once again, lots of hustle and bustle out there, so it's definitely a busy evening near Grovetown. Nothing out of the ordinary. We're looking at temperatures for today getting up to 62, actually, and then bottoming out this morning at around the upper 40s, so it was a chilly start. Right now, we're seeing temperatures pretty much in those 50s area-wide, so it is one of those cooler evenings out there. A light jacket is recommended. Tracking some low rainfall chances for your Thursday and Friday, but improving forecast for the weekend.
All right, thanks, Mikkel. Stick around. We have more news, weather, and sports coming up after a very short break on News 12 at 6 o'clock.